Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Fuller Kamara. Today we're in chapter 34, basic reporting options. Client can run report to get an overview of data such as a simple statement, gross profit. They can also access detailed report that show a breakdown of individual transactions in a particular period. The QuickBooks Online Report Center helps clients to find the report they need by browsing report or by using the search function. Clients can also run quick report to gain insights into a specific area of their business. Two of the most frequently used report types are the summary and detailed report. The summary report shows the aggregate total of all transactions for a list name. This report provides an overall view of your client's financial information for a reporting period without the need to look at all the details. Two examples of summary report that client needs to be familiar with are the profit and loss and the balance sheet. See, this is the balance sheet and the profit and loss also. This is the profit and loss. Let's say this year we run the report. This is it. Other examples of summary report include the sales by customer. So we have the sales by customer summary. So the sales by customer summary display the total sales recorded for each customer. So you can see Amy's, you have 630. We have Paulo Cars also have like 2,194. So this is the sales by customer summary. Then we have the account receivable aging or the AR aging summary. So the AR aging summary. So for these, you can browse the reports or you can search. Okay. So now let's look out for the AR, the account receivable aging summary. You have the account receivable aging detail, the account receivable aging summary. So this is the summary. It has all the account receivable by age. So you have the first from 1 to 30 days. You have the current that is less than 1 day. Then you have the 1 to 30 days. Then you also have the 31 to 60 days. So this is the aging report summary. It doesn't have like the breakdown. If you want to see like the breakdown for this customer, you can click on this amount, then you can see the breakdown of the invoice. Okay, then we also have the account payable summary. So the account payable aging summary. So this is the account payable aging summary. Let's see this. So you can see this is the account payable aging summary. It lists all the vendors and the amount outstanding for each vendor by age. So you have this here, the under the current bucket, there is 0. Then also the 1 to 30 days bucket, it also has 0. The 31 to 60 days bucket, it has 0. So the vendor, or I mean the account payable aging, is currently mostly at the 61 to 90 and the 91 and over, which means, well, the client is kind of slow in paying, or maybe it has like good credit terms, where they will be able to pay a longer period. Then this could also show that we are kind of behind in making payment to our vendor. This can also show a risk. It all depends on the client's agreement with the vendor. Maybe the vendor might give them option to pay maybe in 90 days or more than that. So it all depends. So if the longer it takes for the client to pay their vendors, meaning the client will be able to boost their cash flow position. But also if there is if they don't have like the option to pay their vendors on a later date, but the delay is due to maybe cash flow problems, then that's also a signal of liquidity problems. So now we have also the trial balance. So the trial balance display the balance as of the report date for all balance sheet accounts, and also a summary of activity during the reporting period for income and expense account. So let's see the trial balance. So this is the trial balance. Let's say this year. So normally in audit, the report that we normally ask for from the client to provide, from this trial balance, we will be able to import the trial balance to the software that we use. So it will show us the balances for each account. Then we can set our materiality level to see which account is material, which account we will be testing, to set our scoping. So based on this trial balance, we can also run our analytic, like planning analytics or preliminary analytical procedures to see which accounts have significant changes or significant unusual changes. So that's why trial balance is one of the key reports also clients might need to know out. Then we also have the customer balance summary. So the customer balance summary shows each customer's total open balance in account receivable. So let's run that. So this is the customer balance summary. So you can see Amy currently has like 231. So this shows all the open balance. Okay, and we also have the vendor balance summary. Let's look at the vendor balance. So we have the vendor balance detail and the vendor balance summary. So this shows each vendor with an open balance in account payable and the open balance amount. You see, you can see the vendor name and the amounts, the total. Then we have the inventory valuation summary. So the inventory valuation summary lists each inventory item along with the stock keeping unit, which is the SKU, the SKU, quantity on hand, and asset value, and also the calculated average per unit. So let's take a look at it. So this is the inventory valuation summary. So you can see the calculated average value here and quantity, the SKU. So for the detailed report, they provide a comprehensive information about transactions as well as summarizing the transactions. This report contains individual transactions which offer an additional layer of detailed information about the customer, vendor, expenses, and more. Detailed report lists each transaction, allowing you or your client to drill down into any individual transaction, open them and review, potentially edit or delete them. Most summary reports have corresponding detailed reports, like I showed you previously. Other examples of detailed reports include the transaction detail by account. So you see, you can see this transaction detail by account. So here you can see, like, for example, let's customize the date this year. So you see, this is the report. So you can see, you can also expand. You click these arrows to expand. But if you want to go expand all, you can just click these three dots. So now we've expanded all the accounts. So that's one of the detailed reports. So the transaction detail by account lists all transactions for a period summarized by account. This report is a detailed version of the trial balance sheet. See, this is the detailed version. At the end of the day, if you want to like prove the completeness of this account, you can also summarize the totals and tie back to the trial balance. We also have the account payable aging detail. So the one that we just ran. So you see, you have the accounts payable summary and accounts payable aging detail. So this shows the detail. So you can customize most of this balance here that you see. Then also from the summary report, if you click on the final balances, it will give you the detailed report. So see, this is the detailed report for the AP aging. So we can customize this as well. So you see, we can divide by 1000, or we can also change the dates. If we want, we can move this to the top so we can arrange the order of the dates. We can also check if we don't want to show certain fields, we can check this. We can also check create dates created by, if we want to add the individual that create this. So currently these are the selected fields. These ones are currently inactive. So if we select it, will go to the top. Then we can also show the negative numbers in red if we want. So once we finish, we can run the report. So now you see, it shows the created by here. So yeah. So let's say if we want to run a detailed report from the summary, let's say we go to let's go back to the detailed report. Let's go to the summary, the account. So the account payable summary, this is it. So now if we need the detailed report, we can just click on it. So you see, now it shows us detail breakdown. This is the other way of running a detailed report. So we also have situations whether we can use a summary report or a detailed report. We use a summary report to get an overall view of the financial information for a reporting period without looking at all the details. So if we don't want to see all the details, we can use summary report. We use a detailed report to analyze the makeup of balances in a summary report. So if we want to see like the makeup, so you can see currently, like we can see the detail here. You can see the breakdown of the bills here. So you can see this is the 31 to 60 days on the top. So the total here, so the total for the 31 to 60 days, this is it. So this is the total for this top. So for the bottom part of it, this is the total for the 1 to 30 days. This is the total. Okay. Then also we use detailed report to analyze the makeup of balance in a summary report. So then we also have other report type like the list report. So report like the account list, which is the chart of accounts. If we want to run the chart of account, so let's say, so the account list is actually the chart of account, you see, but this is in the form of a report. Let's say if we want to generate a report, so this is it. It shows you the full name, the account type, the account subtype, and the description, also the balance. So you can see that only the balance sheet will show balance. The income statement account has 0 balances here. So this is the report. If you want to generate like a chart of account to export, this is the report that you run the account list. Then you also have the product and service list. So the product or service list, this is it. This is the product or service list. You can see all the product that the company has. Okay, these reports allow you to display additional fields associated with that list. You can add additional fields to the report by using the customize, just like I did previously. Some list reports, such as the customer contact list, can be grouped by various criteria, such as the billing, zip code. Clients can use the list report if they want a report related to one of their senders, but they don't need to see the transactions. The advantage of using the list report is the ability to customize and filter to see what they want. So yeah, like I said, you have the option to browse. You also have the option to search. For me, I feel like searching is the easiest way. As long as you know the report name, you can easily search. So you see, this is the customer contact report. So if you want, you can make a compact view. So this is the compact view. So if you like, you can also change it to normal view. Okay, then you have the option to you can sort. See, let's say you want to sort by alphabetic order. You can just click on this column header. You can also sort by the telephone numbers. So let's take it back to 10 in order. I mean, from A to Z. So you can see this is currently sorted from A to Z. So if you want, you can sort it from Z to A. So whatever column of your interest you want to sort, you can just click the column headers and it will take you to that order. So let's say if you want to group all the California, the CS, you sort the state. So now you can see all the Arizona customers. We have 2. Then California, we have a lot of customers from here, and then 2 New Jersey. So this is how you sort it. Then the agent report, just like I said, we already discussed that. Then we have the special report. The QuickBooks Online also includes special reports such as the business snapshot. You see, so this is the business snapshot. So here you have the profit and loss. This is also the profit and loss, but this is the income section of the profit and loss, and this is the expense. Then this is the previous year income comparison. So it compare both the current and the previous, and this also compare the expense for both the current and the previous. Currently, you can see the prior year numbers, no prior year numbers here, Joe. Then also we have the who owes me, the receiver, the customers. You can sort this customer amount from smallest to largest, or from largest to smallest. So by clicking the header, then also we have the vendors here. You can sort the vendors also from smallest to largest, largest to smallest. So for this report, you can change whether you want to see this year to date or last month. So it will show you. So currently you see a large portion is the landscape services. It's what is bringing more money to the business. Then the second largest is the design income. Okay, then the expense, you can see miscellaneous expense is the largest. Then we also have second by the other expense. So if you wanna, we can click on that also to see the drill down of the other expense. You can run that report as well. We can either export or print, email. So we all have all those up there. If we go back, so we can go back to report. We have the audit log. So the audit log, you can find it in the gear icon, from the gear icon. We also have the audit log from the business overview here. Okay, so yeah, this is the audit log. It shows all the event. This includes transaction entered, reconciliation completed, recurring transaction created, and the sign in and sign out by users. So it will show all those events. If you're interested in any event, you can click view to see the detail of that event. Then we also have the dashboard. So the dashboard, this is the dashboard. So the dashboard has like the get things done. So the get things done has the task base, wherein this will guide the clients which task needs to be completed. Currently, we have 10 unpaid invoices. So if the clients can send follow-up, then we have categorized 33 transactions. So if we want to go see this event, we can click go, and it will take us to that event. So currently, you can see these are the overdue invoices. So if you like, we can send follow-up with the customers to know why this has been overdue, or send reminders. Then also, if we go back to the dashboard, we can see we have the transactions that needs to be categorized. So you see these are 25 for review. So we can review and categorize them based on our understanding of the client. Then we also have the business overview. If we go back to the dashboard, so the business overview, this is it. So this shows us the chart. Like for example, you can see the cash flow forecast. Currently we have a negative cash flow forecast. So you can see from here, you can see that if you hover over the charts, you can see the money out, money in. So the green is money in, money out is this blue. You can see the money out for October is 1,955 and the money in is 3,000, which is good. Then if you look at the money out for September, it's higher than the money in. As you can see, the blue is money out and the green is money in. Then also we have the profit and loss here, the connected bank. So if you want to drill into the detail, you can click any of these to see the details. You can also see here the invoices, the expenses. Okay, let's say we want to see the unpaid invoices. So it takes us directly to those unpaid. So currently, like the gray is not yet due, whereas the orange is overdue. Okay, you or your client can run a quick report from the relevant account in the chart of accounts or the product and service list. So you can actually run a quick report. Let's say if we go to the chart of account, we can run report from there. Then also, so you can see here, let's say if we want to run the register for the check-in, we can just click run report. Then we also have the option to view the register here. Then we can, like for example, also if we want to run like the sales tax liability, we can go to the tax center, the sales tax center, and run the relevant reports. On the report, you can see report here. We say tax liability report. See, this is the report. Currently shows the tax name or the tax agency name and the total, gross total, and the non-taxable amount, if any, taxable amount, and the tax amount. So it shows all that details. So this is how you run report. So that's the end of chapter 34. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like if you like the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.